This guy looks like Peter Lawford, doesn't he? That's what I thought it was him in the first picture. But then when I saw it later on, I thought, no, that's the same man, and he looks like him, but it isn't.
He looks like Peter Lawford. He's been in the catalog.
And she had given me some information, and then she said she had a AAA book at home, and she'd bring that in. And I said, oh, I'm a member of that. I said, I never even thought about them. They don't even ask for your card or anything. Anybody can walk in and listen.
Yeah, well, I picked up some stuff just within the past couple of weeks. I went over to Levick Street, the 3A's Keystone building there.
And I went to the one on Ogonza Avenue. It was
I
closed.
just showed, that said,
She didn't even ask for it. She just
they
took a number.
Sign that just said, take a number and show your card.
I didn't even have to, I just took my number, and she called my number, and I said I want information on Williamsburg, and she brought out the book and a couple maps, and then I said I wanted a book or a map that showed Pennsylvania, plus all the states in the South, and she brought that out, and I was going to give her the one back, and she said, are you sure you don't want it? And I said, oh, I'll keep it, all right. I wanted a map that had Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia and Delaware on it, so we could see.
I have one of those.
Well, now I do, too.
Oh.
We looked, you know, I couldn't figure out the time, but it came to about, in that book, they had distance and time approximate that it took to go from on a specific route. And even though you have to go down through Norfolk and back up, it was only about 9 or 10 miles longer that way than going through Washington and that, so we'll probably go the other way.
What's approximate?
Almost, yeah.
And nearly.
This nearly was mine.
Although I said to Lynn, I said, she doesn't want to go that way particularly, but although she said the last time she did go that way was with Joe, and he probably was speeding over the bridge, but that Chesapeake Bay Bridge scares her.
Oh.
But then her friend lives in Norfolk, so the thought of maybe stopping and seeing her friend on our way through would make her want to go that way too. But I said it didn't matter to me, except I thought that way was more boring. I would think it would be a more boring ride than maybe 95 because it's along the flat seacoast and...
Well, you go one way and back the other.
Yeah. We thought we'd leave it, we've changed our minds and we'll leave like around 5 or 6 o'clock Friday morning and then drive down and then if we get there early enough in the afternoon, she wanted to go to a couple, like to that pottery place.
Oh, Alice.
She wants to go there.
Don't get caught by a train.
A train. Oh, that's right, they train you back and forth and...
No. There's a freight line runs between the road, the parking lot. There's parking in the front. It's small and it's usually there, so you usually have to go in back. And this is the freight line that goes down to roads or something. It's a coal. It's where they load coal. And there'll be a couple hundred gondolas of coal, and this is going about 5. We were stuck there 45 minutes one day. It took
We got on
that
a parking
long.
lot, couldn't get out again.
We weren't far. We weren't that many cars back.
But everybody else was trying to get out at the same time, too.
And
Was this in the afternoon?
it was late at around 5 o'clock or so. We drove in and I said to your father, it was just jammed with cars. We thought,
Cars and buses.
Was this on a weekend or a day?
oh, I don't remember.
Because I know it's crowded, and I didn't particularly, but she wants to go
I think it was
there.
the weekend.
And I said, oh, come on,
let's get out of here.
We didn't even get out of the car, did we?
No, I had to try to find a place to turn around, and when I'm turning around, there's buses trying to get out.
We were on the road to go out, but here are all these buses coming out of all the parking spaces, and this train. It took 45 minutes for that train to go by. I'm not exaggerating.
And then after you get out, there's a traffic light at the intersection of their parking lot entrance on Route 60. So Route 60 is the main line from Richmond, and you had to wait for all of the light changes. Even though you got out and the railroad train wasn't there, they were still waiting for light changes until you could get out.
We did go in one day.
Yeah, things were quiet.
But we got there first thing in the morning.
Yeah, and not only that, but
What time did they open?
I don't know, it's on we had a motel down the road, and we went right up there first thing in the morning.
Yeah, because when we went in that time, when we got stuck, the parking lot on the other side of the railroad tracks, which you have a pedestrian tunnel that you can walk under the railroad track, that was full.
Well, I
so
told
that's
her
why we
that.
had to get to the back. But if you can park out in the outside lot and walk through, you're better off, because you'll never get stuck if a train goes through.
Yeah, because that's what we said. We weren't going to go in the back, but if they're,
Well, does it have inside pottery like they sell in Williamsburg?
Yeah.
But does it have the off-colored stuff with the blue on it?
well, it has junk.
No, I'm asking, does it have the specific?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't
You
know.
can't tell because it's so poorly displayed. It's just a great big metal shed. It's a warehouse with 2x4s for uprights and wooden shelves, and everything is just stuck on it.
There's all kinds
It's
of
not
dishes.
displayed nicely.
It's just all these Quonset huts and all that sort of stuff. As Daddy said, you get so tired just walking. And yet there are people, when you think of, say, I'm going to Williamsburg, that's all they go for. It was one of our full, it was a full trip that we were there. It might have been when we didn't get in, I don't remember. But at any rate, we were eating across from where we had our motel. And
Can I see that book a minute?
your father was worried about me because I went back to the ladies' room and I didn't come out. But I had to wait. But I got talking with a young woman back there. It seemed to me she was, it might have been a weekend or she had taken a day off. It seemed to me she said she taught school. But she came from someplace in North Carolina. And she said she and her friend come up every fall to do Christmas shopping. And they left North Carolina. They were up there when it opened.
Yeah, will take place tonight through Sunday night. The official National Weather Service forecast for Philadelphia and nearby portions of southeastern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, and northern Delaware. Clearing and turning cool tonight. 30% chance of an evening shower. Low around 50. Winds northwest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm looking for the grass.
Today, I'm a freelance photographer on special assignment. That's a change for the better. Back then, I used separate detergent and fabric softener. The Gold 3 detergent plus fabric softener changed that. Was I surprised? One product controls even annoying static clean. Plus, leaves everything fresh and really soft. And how well does Gold 3 clean? A picture's worth 1,000 words.
Gold 3, a change for the better.
Of its impact on life in that state today.
Wow, Mississippi is not. Unlike ordinary pain relievers, you will
You'll be quite happy about it, just as Compton was.
I really want them.
Oh, dear. You are so stubborn.
Look at Bolero with Bo Derek, though I think it ought to be retitled Bewaro. And we'll have until September, starring Karen Allen as a spunky American tourist who falls in love with a handsome Frenchman.
Well, I get along good with white folks myself, some of them.
Up Steve Martin with Lily Tomlin. As we do every month, I'll have some advice on some movies to see and some to avoid on pay TV.
Say, you let the clean shine. See? Like my pal Monterey says.
Goodness, Keeper, what have we here? Soft cookies.
Like them, Mom? They're brand new. We call them soft batch.
You should.
And the cheapest one that I could find, but I'm looking for ones that start out with meat in the beginning rather than some kind of vegetable or something. And more.
But it is,
More.
don't kill it.
Little lonely. There's a lot of where that came from. Was Cadillac. But it started out with meat, you know, it wasn't like it was just junk.
Junk.
Why don't I throw that out?
What does Cadillac mean?
And they ate that right up. That's just the name of the brand.
That was a
big can for like 33 or 39 cents versus 69 cents for the others. It looked like garbage, but they ate it.
That's the one that some of them used to carry my
Oh,
stuff.
this one doesn't look too good. Some of them don't look
No,
very
it wasn't the most.
I don't even smell good with something stew. It doesn't smell half decent.
But our trouble is buying the case. How many are in the case?
24.
How long is your cash? But ours would go along for a certain length of time on one brand.
And she would just stop eating it.
She would stop eating it, or else it might be a certain batch.